All right, guys, I think we're good to go. Oh, nope, there's more people joining. Just so I get an idea, guys, in the free trial channel, just write the word me if you guys don't have an account set up yet, so I can get an idea of like where you guys are at while I walk you guys through. So just write the word me in free trial if you don't have a trading account yet. If you already have an account, then you're good. Just trying to see who needs help. All right, cool. So I'm going to start. So basically, once you guys join this free trial chat, you guys have all been given access by our team. And after you do that, the first thing we recommend you do if you don't have an account is that you go to the Start Here. Once you guys are in the Start Here channel, you're going to want to click this link. And when you click this link, you're going to want to open an individual brokerage. Oh, by the way, this is if you're trading stocks and options. You can also use TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim for Forex, but it's not the platform of choice. But you can use it for all the above. So anyways, you click this link, you click individual brokerage, and then as you go through it, just fill it out. And at the very end, it's going to ask you a couple of things. You're going to want to click the box that says cash only. Once you do that, the account should be approved same day. And then you guys can either ACH in, which is like 3 days to get your money in, or it's instant same day use if you guys wire it in. So either one works. So definitely make sure you do this. It takes maybe like 5 minutes. If you're doing Forex, you can use MetaTrader 4. You can also Google what country you're in and get set up that way. So after you have your account all set up, you go to the terminology channel. Because the most important thing, guys, is that you understand what we're talking about, right? So you're going to go to the terminology channel, you're going to scroll to the top, and you're going to read through these terms. For example, buy to open, BTO, calls, puts, CL, all these abbreviations are explained. And then over here is really important. This is the signal format breakdown. So for options, you're going to see this this format right here. So basically, and I'll go over that. I'll go over the option channel in a few. But basically, when you keep scrolling down through the bottom of the terminology channel, Kyle has explained here exactly how to make a trade, and he walks you through the entire thing from changing your strikes from 10 to all. Make sure you guys have all done that. And then he explains how to find the date, how to find the strike, which is basically the target price that we're aiming the contract to go to before the expiration date. And then he explains here how to actually execute that order. So basically, once you've been given the role, you've made your account, you go to the terminology channel, you read all this, you're pretty much at that point set to take any of our trades. So at this point, it should have taken maybe like 15, 20 minutes tops to do all of that. And you would then go and, for example, look at the option signal channel. This is just an example of the options here. I'll go over a few for you guys. Yeah, so basically, all right, so Teco, for example, he did a Roku call. He said it's going to go to 123 strike by June 19th, and each one costs 2.9, which is basically 290. And so his entry was 2.9. He mentioned I think it was like 5-10 minutes later to trim each one for 3.2. So basically in that 10 minutes, he made $30 per each one. And you can see that each analyst will basically tell you when they're entering, what the price is, what the strike is, what the date is. They'll tell you when to trim. The reason why people trim is because they want to secure their profits. if you have multiple contracts, because the contracts can always go down in value. And then at that point, you're going to be really happy that you sold some when it was up. So you guys got to make sure you guys are following all the instructions that an analyst gives you. Now, an analyst will also tell you, so for example, sell to close is an abbreviation to close a signal. So fund trade, he, for example, says, everyone sell to close, SQ, July 17th, 100, strike, called, is a type, for 6.3, right? $630. But when he started this play, when he alerted it, it was 230, right? So you almost 3 times all the money that you invested. So if you put, for example, like 200 in, you got 600 out for every 200 you put in. So that's just one guy. Then you have Moses. I'm just walking you guys through this, like all the different guys. They have all different styles. Like my name is Cyrus, so I do a lot of small cap, a lot of small plays. Kyle and Tekka do a lot of big cap. Moses does everything in between. Fun Trade does everything. But these are all guys that you want to pay attention to. Anyone in a red name. So, but if you guys have a small account, this is where you guys want to hang out, all right? This is the signals under 100. This is basically where all the fun action happens. You know, you guys can also scroll through this and check it out, all our previous plays. But for example, you know, we've bought NCLH. You know, we're into cruise lines a couple of weeks back. We're into China stocks. You know, we wrote energy, so we had XLE. This was a good one. We basically bought these at $6 each and sold them for, well, we trimmed them for 35 each. So that's like 600, 6 times whatever you put in. If anyone's wondering what trim means, trim just means sell partial of all the contracts that you guys have. But you guys can just hang out through all of this and read it. It's pretty straightforward once you know the terms, like I said. Now, let's say you guys are into Forex. All the Forex signals are going to be here. Even the guys that trade stocks or options, Forex is cool because it runs 24/7. So you guys can always make extra money off of that. We do trade all time zones. Basically, you set your trade in your platform, and then the trades executes at the different levels, and it's all you know, pretty straightforward. You just plug in. I think it takes like under a couple minutes to just get all your trades plugged in, and then you just let them ride. So Troy and Alden, they're both super fire. They do really good, like 80 to 120 pips a day. Average about 3,000 a month is the targets. These guys, they do teach one-on-one Forex training as well, and I'll get into that. But this is where you can find all of the alerts. Now, the last thing real quick, I just want to go over is Watchlist. So Drew, he is one of the best penny stocks traders that I know. This guy is awesome. Now, here's the thing. He doesn't spoon feed you alerts. He's going to tell you the levels that he's going to be looking to enter them. And then, like, so when you, for example, any of these guys here, right? COHN, BFYC, SHLL, anyone is AMPE, you know, UONE. So when he gives you guys these numbers, you guys set these same alerts in your platform or whatever you guys are using. And when it hits these levels, you guys in that moment need to make a due diligence and say, all right, this is where the analyst indicated I should enter if it hit this level. Do I see the trade? Do I believe in it? And then you execute that trade within your own risk management, which basically for anyone listening means you never want to put in more than like 10, 15% max for any trade you take. And you have to consider like how long you want to hold the trade, etc. All these trades that he's at least pointing out are day trades. So anyways, these levels come in, UONE, for example, it went up like 3-4 fold. You know, so if you put in like $50, it was like, you know, almost 200 by the end of the day. I think that's the one. But anyways, this guy is really sick. So you guys just got to, he's not going to spoon feed you, but put these in your alerts. They hit huge. At least one of them hits almost every single day. No pressure, Drew. But guys, this is real, so don't sleep on it. Now, in terms of just so you get the alerts, right? But some of you guys, and especially us at SlapStocks, we're about teaching. We're not here to just like make you money. I mean, that's great. But at the end of the day, the goal is that you guys don't need SlapStocks. You guys are fully self-sufficient. You guys know how to do everything. So the way you do that is by doing the training, which basically like we're going to have lunch and learns. First one starting tomorrow at 12 Eastern. Definitely check that out. But it's Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. And that is going to be posted. The link's going to be under the live trading here. And it's also going to be under announcements, I believe. But also while I'm here, well, hold on, I'll finish that thought. So if you guys want just the alerts, you can grab the T2 membership. And that has like 60% of all our alerts. But if you guys want the training and everything that I'm discussing, then that's T3 membership. So just so you guys know, that's the difference. And then in T3, you also get a bunch of signals that you don't in Tier 2. But so we're in the live trading channel right now, right? So this Drew here every single morning will post his live link. And so when you join his Zoom, it has all his screens up. It has his scanners up. It has all this really awesome stuff. And he does voice call outs during the day. So again, he doesn't spoon feed you, but he's extremely good. If you guys want to you just get good watching him. You also make a lot of money. Trading stocks with Drew feels like trading options. So it's pretty awesome. And then you're going to have Kyle here. He also streams almost every day. And basically in his streams, you can watch him doing his technical analysis. And then you can also see our algorithms that are up. He'll be switching screens and have 4 tickers up on the algos. And those will also print buy and sell signals. So again, there's a lot of valuable resources here. A lot of it is going on at the same time. So you guys can be multi-screening or however you guys want to do it. And then also Jake Burr is going to be posting the Lunch and Learn link here as well, as I mentioned. So outside of that, guys, let's say like the day ends, right? You guys go and post all your gains and your losses, full transparency. That's how we roll here. And it's good to post your losses too, because then we can see what you've done wrong and then give you advice and, be like, oh, why'd you take that trade? Or like, maybe your risk was too high. You put too much down on that one trade versus the others, etc. So no one shames you here. It's a full team. We try to, get you all the help that you need. So definitely reach out. And then while I have you guys down here, all the reviews are in the feedback channel. You guys can just look through it and see what other people in our group have thought about our group. So let's say you guys speak Spanish. I'm just going to brush through this real fast. We do have Spanish channels for anyone in this chat that does speak Spanish. You have Spanish Tier 2 learning. Our videos are in Spanish. And then you also have ICE. Sorry, wow. That was his old name. His new name is Moses. So basically Moses does all of the training for Spanish guys, so you can hit him up. And then when you guys do end up getting Tier 3, Frank is your account manager. He does all your scheduling for you, just so you guys know. And then also keep an eye out for Chris. Chris Austin, he's our onboarding guy. Once you guys join Tier 3, he sends you the schedule. Even if you join Tier 2, he welcomes you and gets you all set up there. And then let's see here. What else? What else do I have here? So there's another channel called Junior Mod Signal. These guys are basically like members that have done really, really, really good. And they print really big. And so their alerts are here. So you can find them too. Those alerts are pretty good. Just showing you guys for the Tier 3 guys. Basically all the extra alerts are here. We post on average like 1 or 2 or more a day in here. And all of our really, really big gainers are normally in here as well. So that's where that is, just sneak peek at all of that. So I just want to go over this. High risk channel. So this is not where I recommend you guys drop all your money, but it's where you can make a lot of money. So Dragon, he's our lottery analyst. Yes, that is a thing. He is extremely good. This man comes in the last 10 minutes of the day and he'll pick a ticker and he will basically then say, for example, buy SPY, June 22, 290p, and then he'll like update it, you know, throughout the progress on any of the trades that he does. But the point is, this guy, he'll do like 2,000 to 7,000 percenters gains once a month. It's pretty disgusting. Like on May 1st, I was, you know, just chilling in my room. He did like a Tesla 800 put, and Tesla, Musk tweeted that his company is too high. So like in like 30 minutes, our $56 was $4,000 each. For every 56 you put in, you had 4K in 20 minutes. So that's when I basically was like, all right, bro, you're going to start giving really good alerts. And ever since then, he's been really good, like 90% accuracy. He's super fire. So make sure you guys are watching that. Now, to discuss the options chat here, this is basically where, you know, even if you're a trial, you can come in here and discuss your views with options, all of that. This is a super active channel. It never sleeps. So I highly recommend you guys do that. The Spanish guys, you have your own channel here for that. Forex, you have your own chat here. You can actually talk with the analysts, go over your thoughts and all of that. You're going to have stock news, guys. This is like where all the latest news will come in. We also have a bot that we're adding that will tweet all the latest news as well, which is going to be super sweet. That's going to be in like a day or two. And then the other thing that I wanted you guys to pay attention to is that once you guys join, make sure you just write your full name here and what tier you are. And then you guys are good to go. And then lastly, make sure you guys read the terms and rules here. But I just want to remind everyone, at SlapStocks, we're not doing a race to get rich. That's not what we do. The focus here is on education. The focus is on making sure that you learn your risk management, you become disciplined, you learn how to identify support and resistance levels, and basically you learn how to execute good trades and diversify your portfolio as well. So it's all about the little wins that add up to the big account at the end of the month. So we're basically going to teach you how to manage your account, how to do better. And honestly, it's pretty simple. As long as you guys put in the time yourself to learn from us, we're going to put the time in you. So one more thing here, I got to scroll up. So Drew, he also posts like a watch list every single morning at like 6:30. So basically you can go here and he'll post all of the tickers here, and he'll post the prices, the gap, all of this for you guys to look at as well. And then if you guys have any questions, make sure you guys come in the questions tab and you guys can write questions here. So if you guys have any questions, you can go ahead and just write your questions in this channel and I can answer them too while we're live right now. If you guys have any questions for me. If you guys don't have any questions, the lunch and learn tomorrow is going to be free. That's for everyone. And that's at 12. So make sure you guys check that out. And then while I'm waiting to see if any questions come up here for me, I want to show you guys the upgrade channel. So this is basically where you guys go to check out what our packages are. You basically have a T2 package, which is what we call beginner, and then tier 3 here. And basically in the T2 package, like I said, you get 60% of all of the alerts, and you get basic guidance like in the chat, like in the questions chat, and you get, you know, the educational channels, etc. But with the T3 package over here, you get all these signals. You get the tier 3 signals. You then also get all of these tier 3 channels here that only tier 3 members have. So you get all of that as well. And then make sure you guys hit up myself, Cyrus, I'm the owner, or you can hit up any Pink Slap Gang member. Their name is Pink. They're running specials right now. Depending on what package you guys have or want, they may have a really, really good deal in there for you. So definitely hit them up. They're blessing everybody. And yeah, so let me see if you guys have any questions. How much is tier 2? So tier 2 is normally $100, and then tier 3 is normally $275. But all of the Slap Gang guys, if you hit them up, they'll bless you really, really, really big tonight, and also for the rest of this week. So make sure you guys hit them up. They'll give you a really nice discount on it. Let's see what other questions in here. Stock trading. So anything that you need to know about stock trading, we teach you that as well. So that's in your one-on-ones with our analysts. So you have your stock watch list, and then you also have those alert levels for the tickers given. But then if you also want training, anything stock related, you just ask the analyst during your weekly one-on-one training, which is 30 minutes every week on your schedule. So you guys have that available as well. Are there any other questions for me? Make sure you guys write it in the questions tab so I can answer it for you. The other question I normally get is like, how much do you guys need to start? Normally, you guys can start with like 200, 250 at the bare minimum, I would say. And you can basically trade penny stocks with Drew. You can also do the signals under 100 for options. You can also do Forex and slowly build up from there as well. Because what you guys have to learn is like, it's not about, again, how much money you make in one trade. It's about making 20, 30, 40 bucks per trade and just securing the bag on those trades. Is there a service which I don't have to learn how option works? Yeah. So you don't have to teach anything from like us. You can like everything is self serve kind of too. So like if you just want to take the alerts, yeah. So Gankable, listen, all you need is the tier 2 membership. So the tier 2 membership literally just tells you when to buy, when to sell, very clear cut. That's it. No, Drew is not Dragon. The main difference between tier 2 and tier 3 is two things. In tier 3, you get like 300 more alerts a year, like at least 1 to 2 a day on average. So you got to consider how much money that is in your pocket that you're not, and also the huge gainers are in there. So people get the tier 3 just because of the earnings potential they have. Not even for the training. Like some people don't even care for the training. They just do it for the alerts. But it's really like whatever you want. A lot of people get, no. So the accuracy in all the channels are 86%. In the high risk channel, for example, Tekka's accuracy is 97%. So it's all different in each channel, the accuracy. All the analysts are above 85% in general year to date. And their ROI, the lowest is 30%, which is mine on average per trade. So you guys just have to like do the math. But basically, if I were to spell it out, with a tier 3 monthly, if you have like a $500 account, you should have that paid off in like 1-2 days max, like 2-3 trades at the most. So, you know, if you have a tier 2 account, you guys are basically paying that off in 1 or 2 trades as well. So it really depends. Like, do you guys want access to all those more signals and the weekly training, or do you want to just mess around with the tier 2 and then upgrade later? Either one is cool. It's at your own comfort level. But again, you guys can also read the reviews, and all the purple guys are tier 3 and all the blue guys are tier 2. So you can see the reviews from each tier, which I think is kind of cool. Let's see. Can I explain the difference between all three, Forex, options, and stocks? Forex is foreign currencies. So those markets are always revolving all the time. Stocks is basically you're buying equity, you're buying shares of a company. Options, you're not actually buying ownership of the company. It's like you're buying contracts, almost like you're betting on the direction of which company is going to go up or down to what price by what date. As long as in an option it inches towards your price that you pick, which is your strike, before the expiration date, without it taking too long, so the price doesn't decay, meaning go down, then the value of your contract is going to go up. So like if a stock moves $5 and you have one share, you're only going to earn $5. But if that company goes up $5 and you have a contract, meaning an option on that, and you're probably going to end up earning like anywhere from like $125 to $300 just from it moving that $5, which is like exponentially higher. Now, the question I usually get after that all the time is, well, what happens, Cyrus, if it goes lower? Do I lose $200-300 extra bucks? The answer would be yes. However, we're not stupid, right? Neither are you. So what we use is called a stop loss. So you basically put your stop loss. We also have videos on this. In the videos. Oh, I don't know. I did not show you that. 1 second, guys. All right, real quick. I'm going to run over this. So the option, I don't know why I forgot about this. So the option trading channel, this is where all of our indicators are. You guys can click the link here and learn how to draw support and resistances. So take a look at that. Forex guys, you want to learn how to do Forex. This is the channel for you, Forex training. Take a look at that. The books and videos channel, this right here that Drew just posted is hands down an amazing video to watch. Even if like you've been trading for 3 months, this is a very good video. So make sure you guys watch this video. If you've never traded, this is definitely a must watch. But all these videos are here, guys. I'll be real with you. I watch these videos once a week. And I've been doing this for a long time. Why do I watch it once a week? Because I want it to be engraved in the back of my head so it becomes like subconscious and I can think about it while I'm sleeping. So, you know, I just have this on when I'm doing like anything, making food, whatever. Psychology and risk channel, guys. This is very important. So everyone wants to get rich. Everyone's heard of Wall Street bets, all of that. Again, that's not what we do here. If you guys want to get rich and all of that, this is not the group for you. I mean, it'll happen eventually, but this is definitely not the priority. So again, make sure you guys are doing 2 things. At the very minimum, when you go into a trade, you always have a stop loss. This means, and I was explaining this before, is that if, you know, you're buying, for example, an option contract for $100, right? 1.0. You can set the stop loss for 0.85 for $85. So if that one trade goes down, the most you're losing from putting up $100 is just $15. So that's how you minimize any losses that go on. Because the group is over 85% accurate, if you're taking, and we only recommend you take 3 to 5 trades per day, at the very most, okay, so don't be doing more than that, is that out of those 3-4 trades, you guys are going to end up losing on at least one. No one's perfect, neither are we. You're going to lose at least one. So when you guys are making these trades, just know that one of them is going to hit your stop loss, and that's perfectly okay. Just to go over what that looks like real quick. You'll normally see it on a trade. Like it'll say, well, here I said I removed the stop loss. But for example, you can just find it on a trade, like below a signal, it'll say what the stop loss is. So just look for the words SL, and then you'll see it on the contracts. So just take a look at that. Even if, this is very important, even if you don't see the words SL, like here, for example, buy NCLH August 21, 25 call, 2.2, stop loss set at 1.9, and he said this trade is a swing. So in this scenario, he told you the stop loss is 1.9. But you guys are going to want to make sure that even if no one says it, like for example, Kyle here, Starbucks put 1.69. He didn't put a stop loss, right? But at the end of the day, you're responsible for protecting your money. So what I do is, if I were you, anytime you see an alert, whether there's a SL given or not, you take the number here, 1.69, any number that it says, and you times that by 0.85. That means your stop loss is going to be 15%. So that's generally like a rule of thumb, and you guys are going to be safe doing that. So just give it 15% stop loss. You can go to the Books and Videos channel and find our stop loss video, or you can go to the SlapStocks YouTube channel and go look at it there as well. Let's see. How early before the market? And guys, keep writing these questions. These questions are awesome in the questions channel. So how early before the market open would you recommend waking up just to mentally prepare yourself? Is the support and resistance done pre-market once the beginning of the week? Okay, percent of gains, scalp versus. Okay, these are all really good questions. Okay, so obviously the market bell opens at 9:30. I normally get up at 8:30. I start looking at, the pre-market levels. I kind of figure out what's moving that day, what I want to trade. I then go and look at those, and I can start drawing out my support and resistance levels. And then obviously you revisit them when the bell hits and the market actually opens. That's very, very important. That's a good question. But also, while I'm on this topic, guys, it sounds silly, but every single morning when I wake up, the first thing I do is I go in the mirror, I tell myself all of my morning affirmations, like, I'm going to take 3 trades today. I'm going to win at least 2 of them. I'm going to enter on a dip. I'm not going to chase. I'm not going to, chase past 10% past the entry. I'm going to make sure my stops are at 15%. I'm not going to joke around today and not put a stop. I'm going to keep it disciplined. And, I'm ready to make this money. Let's go. I'm going to trade with no emotions. Let's go. I'm ready. At this point, you're pumped up. You're mentally fortified. You're not going to be weak during the day when it dips down, and trust me, it will. And you guys are going to be all set. So make sure psychologically you're preparing yourself for all this as well. It's actually very important. And again, if you have your mindset right and you're never trading from a place of, oh, I lost all this money last week, so I need to go super hard and put in 3-4 times this money to make it back in 1 or 2 trades, you've already lost, my friends. So you can't be trading from that perspective, all right? Just trust me, person to person here, I'm telling you, you need to just trade from a fresh mind every single day. You put it in a box, you put those feelings away. Feelings get you killed, all right? I'm not trying to have that. So you guys got to do your part. We'll do ours, but make sure that your hands are steady. And if you're making that trade, you're going to be in it until it's executed, or the stop loss is hit. So I'm going to actually give you guys a quick secret of how I trade. So those of you that don't know me yet, I do a lot of trimming. So normally, again, my name is Cyrus. Whenever I make a trade, I make 3 contracts. I buy 3 contracts for options. And when a contract goes up, and Paris, I'm still in your question here on scalping, every 20% it goes up, I'll trim at least 25% of what I've bought. And I'll also raise my stop loss. So I'm going to walk you guys through a scenario here, all right? So you buy a contract, let's say like Apple, 400 calls next Friday. They're $100 each. It's obviously not going to be that low, but let's say it is. So 1.0, right? I buy 3, right? So I've put $300 down on this one play. So the 1.0, it goes up to, so I buy it at 1.0, right? And then I set the stop loss for 0.85. And basically, I'm just going to write this out. Basically, Apple for 1.0, stop loss 0.85, right? So, and I wrote Apple wrong, but it's okay. When it goes up by 25%, I'm basically going to take Apple at 1.25 and I'll trim 25% and I'll raise my stop loss to 1.0. So at this point, if I trimmed 1 contract at this level, I have 2 contracts left and I've sold 1 for 25 profit. All right. So not only have I secured $25 profit, I've also raised my stop loss and my remaining contracts to 1.0. This also means that I can no longer lose a single dollar on this trade at all. So then every 25% or 20% it goes up, I'll repeat the same thing. Again, trim one more, 1.5, raise SL 1.2, right? And then the last contract, you can ride until end of day or SL hits. Or you can sell at your own leisure, right? So this is typically my style. I'll buy 3, I'll trim, I'll secure profits, and that's how I'll play. This is a scenario in which it goes up, 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 and we just sell throughout the whole pump. There's going to be other scenarios where it will, for example, go to 1.25, you sell 1, you raised SL to 1.0, and then SL hits on your 2 contracts, but 0 loss, 25 profit. Right? All right, cool. So scenario number 3, is it goes up, you sell 1, but then you don't raise your stop loss, it goes down, your stop gets hit, and then you end up, not losing anything, but not gaining anything either. And that's perfectly okay too. I'd rather waste my buying power any day and make sure that I don't lose any money. So the way I trade is very defensive, and that's how I do it, and it works. How do you schedule with Troy? That's a good question. And guys, keep the questions coming. So you basically can, once you purchase Tier 3 membership, and again, you can get Tier 3 membership with myself or any pink name in the chat, and they can help you do that. Once you have Tier 3, you basically then message Frank. He's the onboarding Tier 3 manager. He basically will schedule all your weekly one-on-ones with Troy. So that's basically what you do there. Any other questions for me, guys? Could be about anything. So far, these questions are awesome. Oh, I got asked about discounts, guys. So if you guys want a really nice discount, all you have to do is either hit up myself, Cyrus, or hit up any pink name, Slap Gang, or anyone that you've been talking to since you joined, and they'll give you a 50% off on any package you want. So make sure you guys hit up all of your peoples that you're talking to, or you just hit up my DMs. Again, my name is Cyrus. You can just DM me, and we will hook you up 50% off as well. So make sure you guys get blessed with that. Our last 50% off sale was months ago. So make sure you guys are getting blessed. Definitely don't want to miss that. The discount is applicable towards your first charge, your first cycle, to be specific. So a lot of members, they'll get, for example, a quarterly or an annual or a lifetime plan because the discount is very awesome and they want to take the most advantage out of that. Now, if you guys don't want to do all that, you can just use the discount and then purchase full price on an upgrade later when you guys end up upgrading too. But a lot of people take advantage of the 50% off. They'll get a quarterly, annual, or lifetime for the super low, and they're very happy with it. Again, you guys can check out the gains channel and the reviews channel. But definitely, I mean, a lot of people will buy annual and lifetime, and they have it paid off in 5-6 days. A lot of people have their monthlies paid off in 1 or 2 days. So again, it's all perspective, how you look at it. All account sizes, anywhere from a $250 account all the way up to, we have accounts in here up to like 500, 1, 2 million. So it really depends what size you guys are. But definitely, yeah, 50% off is huge, guys. Any other questions? Let's see here. Guys, just write the questions in the questions channel in Discord, please. All right, cool. So I'm guessing there's no more questions. So this video is recorded. I'm gonna post it so you guys have it all. And then as well, just DM me and I will give you the 50% code to any package you want. And then you guys are all set. Have a great night, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Way to go, Cyrus. See you, everybody.
All right, man. I hope that 50% really pays off.
It will, guys. Just hit me up. Again, just DM Cyrus. I got you guys. Fully covered.